Mi amor. Welcome to our week ahead horoscope, where we find out what your spirit guides, your angels, and your ancestors want you to know for this beautiful week ahead. Now, my loves, welcome to February and happy birthday to all of my Aquariuses celebrating. Yes, yes, yes. It's your time. It's your season, Sade, and you deserve, okay, to treat yourself, to respect yourself, okay, and to celebrate yourself and your year, all right? And this is a very major week in our cosmos, okay? Today, Venus enters into Aries and gets ready for its retrograde. It's going to retrograde in March. It'll retrograde in Aries and then go back into Pisces. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Jupiter finally ends its retrograde, okay, and stations direct today. Okay. And this weekend, we also have a Mercury Sun Cazimi, which is going to be giving us a lot of clarity, aha moments, and important conversations. We also are seeing that the North Node, which is in Pisces, and it magnetizes and it amplifies and it gives energy, and it's it's pointing for where we need to go to Neptune, showing we need to have more compassion and lean into creative solutions. Okay, honey. So let's get into it. Okay, let me know where you're watching from and how you're doing. Rich Rising. I'm streaming on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Okay. Jess, honeys. Jess, blessings. Ooh, Aquarius from South Africa. Okay, what's up, baby? What's good? Okay. I feel like this week is like all is fair in love and war with Venus entering into Aries. Now, this is the thing about it. Okay. Venus, where does Venus? Venus is the planet of love, of money, of connection, of relationships, right? And so it's ruling. It is ruling over the sign Libra. Libra and Aries are opposite sister signs. So if Venus is at home in Libra, it's not doing good. It's that fall in Aries. So this is showing that relationship conflicts, arguments, people really fighting for their independence, okay? And all of that, their leadership is going to be a big thing, okay? It's going to be a very big thing for February. It's not doing well. But the good thing about it is that Mars, which has been retrograde in its fall, okay, in Cancer, or its detriment, in Cancer, is finally going to end this month. Okay, so we have a lot of shifts, okay, and some changing of the guards this week. Okay, so I do feel like it's all fair in love and war. I do feel like, right now the moon is in Taurus as I'm recording this. So when the moon is in Taurus, we really want to focus and prioritize our comfort, okay, our comfort, our food, and the things that taste, feel, and look good to us. Okay, baby. Taurus. Also giving a little bit like, don't bother, because Taurus could be very could be a sign that goes from 0 to 100. Okay, moon is in Taurus, answering to the Venus in Aries. So it is giving a little bit of that agitation. All right. Now, this week, we're moving and we're grooving, because next week we have the full moon in Leo, okay? Leo, wherever we have the full moon is the opposite of where the sun is. So with the sun being in Aquarius, the full moon's going to be in Leo, okay? Shout out to all the Leos, Leo moons and all that stuff. This full moon that we're coming up to is going to be a rather huge one, okay? A rather huge one, bringing in lots of shocks, lots of changes, lots of surprises, lots of realizations, tons of clarity, and can also be putting on a show. It's going to feel very theatrical, very performative. People are going to be living for the drama, okay? Even more so than they already are. Now, news has been crazy, right? Well, Jupiter in Gemini is giving that energy, because Jupiter is into the sign that is all about communication. So we're hearing overabundant Jupiter communication, all these different points of view and perspectives, right? So it feels like, with this energy here, with Jupiter getting to station direct, now all the wisdom, everything that we've learned, we're being called to apply it. It's not enough to know it, but you have to actually use the information. That knowledge is power, and it's wasted potential when you don't do anything with that knowledge. So now that Jupiter is stationing direct, our abundance is more of that green light, but as well, so is that inclination to overindulgence, and to see, well, you know what, there's more than one option. This energy energy does not want you to pigeonhole yourself. This energy wants you to be extremely expansive. So with the full moon in Leo, you know, we always do our Reikis. Reiki is a Japanese healing modality that can be sent through time and space. And so no matter where in the world that you are, you can receive the Reiki, which is spiritually guided wisdom that can aid in stress reduction, relaxation, a good night's rest, okay? Taking a weight off of your shoulder. And our focus for the full moon in Leo always is love, because Leo has a very big heart chakra type of energy, okay? So we're working on healing your heart chakra. Heal your heart chakra if you've been feeling heavy, you've been feeling tender, you've been going through relationship problems, family, romantic, friendship, self-love, okay? All of those issues, we're focusing on a heart chakra. I'll be doing a heart chakra centered sound bath, guided meditation on that night of the full moon, which is going to be February 12th. Okay. Wednesday, February 12th. I'm going to be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern. Then I'll get into an on-screen heart healing activation. Excuse me. And a sound bath. If you can't watch it live, you can always watch the replay. Okay, baby. So that's also there. I'm going to take off the love forecast readings and the nodal forecast readings on that full moon. Okay. Basically, you have one more week to sign up for a love forecast reading. Then I'll be taking it off my site. Okay. Which is like a mini reading. If you're waiting for one, I'm working on them this week. Today, I have a lot of them to do, but I am very, very motivated to do most of them this week. And, you know, there's still more coming in. So following into next week, but I'm not trying to make those drag out. Okay. As well. Also, the beloved Reiki School levels 1 and 2 are open for enrollment, where we'll be doing Reiki School in March. Now, I'm really excited for February. Okay, February is going to be a month that feels very fast, very, very quick. And then when March comes in, it's going to be like a very pivotal month for us in 2025. Okay, a very pivotal month for us in 2025. Ciao. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for the love. Amberlina, mi amorcita, okay, on Twitter or YouTube. I don't know, because it's all streaming off one thing. Okay. But yeah, so Venus is in Aries. Just when Venus is in Aries, and Mars is retrograde. So Venus is in Aries, answering to the Mars in Cancer. It's giving emotional overwhelm. But I do feel like we will be getting emotional clarity this weekend, especially on Sunday 2/9. Okay, especially Sunday 2/9. It's giving emotional clarity. It's giving we need to have extra patience, and we cannot act so overly emotional. Let me know in the comments if you have been feeling triggered, if you have been feeling pushed, if you have been feeling like there's conflicts, there's contentions, there's been challenges, and like dissecting and dealing with it all has kind of been overwhelming. Let me know, because that's been the energy. I've definitely been feeling it. Okay, I've definitely been feeling that vibe. And I'm thinking that when Venus starts to go retrograde, this is going to give us review of those relationships, which is why we really want to focus on that full moon in Leo, heal your heart chakra. Okay, yeah, you've been feeling fed up, all of the above. Okay, like it's not a game. It's really, really not a game here. And it is feeling rather challenging in this good year of 2025. Now, let's see. We're going to get into our reading as well. But hold on. March is going to be intense because I literally put on my March 2025 notes major and madness. Okay. March is always March Madness, March Madness. Bop, 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 bop. But March is eclipse season. Okay. March is eclipse season. March is Venus retrograde. And Venus is retrograding in the same sign it did in 2017, which I talked about in the last horoscope video. So if you want to watch that too. But yeah, Venus retrograde bringing us back to issues that we had in 2017, thinking back to what was coming up for you at that time, what was going on with you at that time. And then we have our lunar eclipse and we have a solar eclipse. Eclipses are course corrections. Eclipses are, you know, moments where we are dealing with chaos. We are dealing with, you know, wild card energy, but it's supposed to be getting you more in alignment with your fate. Okay, so that's something that's going to be happening in March. And we also have Mercury retrograde in March. We have Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, and eclipse season, and Neptune is going to leave Pisces where it's been for a long time. So there's major shifts in March. So let's take February to take a beat, to take a pause, okay? Because we are gathering tools that we're going to need for March, okay? So this is a month to be, productive, to be proactive with your mental, emotional needs, with your mental, emotional situations. Okay, babe. That's basically it, because March is not, it's like whatever you don't tackle in February, March is coming for your edges. March is coming for your edges. You think that shit is crazy now? Wait till March. Oh no, you've been crying all morning. And then this weekend, the moon is going to be in Cancer. So it's also giving emotions taking me over. What can you do? Ground. Like the moon is in Taurus. Cook something really good. Go to sleep extra early. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Maintain your boundaries. Know what you can and cannot say yes to. This February is more of a break than a March. February is going to be more challenging for the fixed signs: Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. And by more challenging, I mean there's just more on your plate to deal with, okay? There's just more on your plate to deal with. Whereas the eclipses is really going to be impacting the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Those are the signs in March, okay? Yeah. I'm feeling for this energy, there's an extreme amount of being able to flow, because there's a lot that we can't control. And sometimes, we're like, oh, well, we can control ourselves. We can control the way we react. We control the way we respond. But sometimes we really can't, because of overwhelm, right? And so we have the Three of Wands. And I love this card. It's showing that basically with this Three of Wands, focus not on what's in front of you, but on what's to come. Focus on preparing yourself, okay? Focus on preparing yourself so when you do, have some sort of, confirmation that what you've been doing is working, you have the tools to appropriately receive it. This is about a gift that's coming through as a result of your healing. And so often we can place blame or point the finger at something else. You made me angry. You made me upset. You made me feel like that, right? And that's completely valid, but that feelings are fleeting, and feelings aren't facts. When we have the Star card, is also associated with Aquarius energy, right? And so this is saying maybe it's challenging to apply the wisdom. Maybe it's okay. It makes sense in the head, but it doesn't make sense in the heart. So we want to connect the mind and the heart this week. Been meditating. Yeah, that's very, very important. The Star card is also therapy, or anything that can be therapeutic, whether this is getting into some, acupuncture, this is getting into a tea practice, an ancestral practice, a journaling practice. It's different for everyone, but it's like you need to go into something that's extremely therapeutic for you. We have the Six of Swords coming up, and as you can tell from the Six of Swords, we're moving beyond what we have now, but we're not seeing exactly where we're going. We're not seeing exactly why all these things are happening. And with the Six of Swords, it's like you have this worry, right? You're worrying how you're going to get there. When is it going to happen? You're worried, are you safe during this process, right? Like, will you be okay? And it's like some people might be waiting for the other shoe to drop because of a feeling of maybe, feeling undeserving, feeling unclear, feeling like, this energy of why is this happening to me? And for a lot of you here, it's to remind you of your authenticity. It's to remind you of your own independence. And it also feels like there's extreme amount of, confusion and extreme amount of how is this going to work. But if it's like it's spirit has come through for you before, if God, the divine, the universe has come through for you before, it's not going to let you down now. But it is in the way that you might be looking or approaching something in a way where you are feeling powerless. You are feeling subjected to whatever else is happening around you. And so, yes, in a way, we are tethered to earth. We are tethered to, the world, and we are tethered to our home, our family, whatever the case may be. Absolutely. But how can you also find your voice in that? How can you be the change you want to see? How can you allow yourself to be reborn? How can you deal with an old problem in a new way? Happy birthday, my girl. Happy birthday, boo. Okay, big Aquarius in the building. Big Aquarius in the building. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles reversed. This is representing our energy. Next to the Emperor. These two cards are about activating not only your big Emperor energy, not only the power within you, but the truth within you. This isn't about hiding behind what other people think, or hiding behind what other people think you should do, or hiding behind what makes sense to one person. It's about you being honest with yourself. Can you live with the decisions you're making? Can you live with the words that you're speaking? Can you live with the choices? If you can live with it, then you keep going with it. But if you've been feeling like, there's something you want to pivot, there's something you want to change, there's something else that you want to learn, it's about being receptive to that and not pigeonholing yourself into, well, this is the path that was laid for me, or this is what I wanted a year ago. It's like, what do you want today? Because we're not living in the same world we lived in a year ago. We're not the same people we were a year ago. So it's like doing a self-evaluation, self-inventory. Give yourself props for all the growth that you have done, for all the growth that you have accomplished, all the ways you showed up for yourself. Stop minimizing yourself. Stop minimizing your efforts. Stop minimizing what you're bringing into a situation, what you're bringing to the table. Okay. The Emperor card in the reverse is saying you have a lot more control than you may be acknowledging. The King of Pentacles in reverse is saying be yourself, truly, authentically you, and who is for you is going to be there for you, is going to vibe with you. And if they are leaving, if there's a transition, if there's a pause, if there's a break, that's what needs to happen. Because we have the Page of Wands too. And the Page of Wands is saying you're wanting to explore something new. You can't stay stuck. There's something activating with you, a creative solution that is coming through to you. And you might not know all the ways it's going to lead, but you have to trust your guts, right? And so I feel like with this Sun card here coming through, there's something here that we are wanting to give a full body, heart chakra type of yes to. But there could be some fear on our abilities, feelings of inadequacy, feelings of inexperience that could be stopping you. And right now we're getting a crash course in not only emotional intelligence, but how to deal with the emotionally immature and parts of yourself, your own shadow side that could be grappling for tools to deal with all of the wide range of emotions. Okay. But I love the Sun card. The Sun card is explaining that yes, there's going to be a lot of emotional clarity this weekend. Page of Cups. And then we have the Four of Swords. This is like knowing when and when not. When to have golden silence and let things breathe, and when to not. Okay. With the Four of Swords, this is saying by the end of the week, we're going to need a break. The moon is in Cancer. We're going to be feeling extremely, period. Okay. Whether you're feeling extremely happy, whether you're feeling extremely hungry, whether you're extremely empowered, it's just a feelings of extreme. And it's also a feeling of ups and downs, emotional ups, emotional downs. So with the Four of Swords, we want to really be able to recognize when we need rest, when we just need a break, when we just need a pause, when we need to let something breathe, when we need to, let the clarity come through before we make a move, before we put our foot down in the sand. But I feel like with this Sun card, ultimately, this is showing you that there is another way, and focusing on things that are bringing you self-fulfillment, that are bringing you joy. Okay, that are bringing you self-fulfillment and bringing you joy. Thank you, my love, for the super sticker. Speaking love and blessings over you, my boo. Are we related? I do need to know. Because we have the same last name. Okay. But yes. It's definitely been intense. Absolutely. But it's like this is giving us like a way to upgrade ourselves, okay? To upgrade ourselves in the way that we do it, in the way that we respond to conflict, respond to these emotions, and the that showing up for yourself in those in the emotional and intelligent way is the lesson, is the wisdom that you are going to need in March. Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, eclipse season. It's giving a wild bag, okay? And the circus starts next week. The circus starts next week because the full moon in Leo is going to be, it's dramatic. It's dramatic. It's theatrical. It could be very fun. It could be very loving, but it's also like I did this. I'm giving you this. Acknowledge at least that. Acknowledge at least what I'm bringing. Don't diminish, what I'm bringing here. Okay, my loves. Thank you for the badge boost. Speaking blessings over you. Yes. Jess. Okay. And it's like astrology isn't to scare us. It's like with astrology, at least we can have the awareness of things. Okay. Awareness. You're a Leo moon. Are you going to crash out? I'm not saying you're going to crash out. What I am saying is expect the unexpected. The full moon is going to be making a very close square to Uranus. And if you've been around these streets for long enough, you know, when Uranus comes up, we expect the unexpected. We can know, oh yeah, it's Uranus, whatever. Who gives a Uranus? Uranus, whatever. But Uranus is like, once you feel that, oh, I'm cool, everything's fine, Uranus is going to come to spin, okay? To spin. It's like changing things, but it's for your own freedom. It's for your own revolution, okay? It's because it's like Uranus is for breaking free. So there could be breakups next week, celebrity breakups, definitely going to be celebrity breakups because Leo is celebrities. That's what I'm seeing with that. Also, not only breakups, but breakthroughs, emotional breakthroughs. I just, there's a lot of important Leos. So make sure as well, if you're a Leo, you're a Leo, or you're an Aquarius, or you're a Taurus, or you're Scorpio, especially around 20 degrees, you need to have patience with yourself and others. Look, we got the Lion card. Okay, we're talking about Leo. We got the Emperor card again. So whatever problems you're going through are going to be solved in divine time. We cannot rush these things, okay? We got the Clock card. This is about divine timing. Then the Raccoon. This is about problem solving and being curious, asking questions, being creative, resourceful, and clever, okay? Look, thinking of clever solutions, not emotional, reactive solutions. Okay. Clever solutions. Right now, things might be feeling stuck and like it's not the time. And that's why we have to trust in the divine time. Okay. We also have a woman that is coming into her confidence by transforming the way that she's looking at something or the way she's approaching something. A woman also transforming and gaining more pride and courage. A woman also, this lion energy could be someone who's protecting her home, protecting her family, protecting her children, who is overcoming difficulties by leaning with high self-esteem and with pride, not being afraid to set a standard for yourself. Now, I'm feeling a situation specifically where someone wants more for themselves. And this isn't specifically romantically, but this is more lifestyle, wanting more for yourself, wanting to tie up some loose ends. And it's like, maybe you feel inadequate in some way. And so you need to harvest that energy of that full moon in Leo and activate yourself from a heart-centered way. Okay. And this is about reinventing yourself because you're inspired. Maybe you're inspired by a lioness in your life, by a woman in your life that has her head held high, that doesn't look like what she's been through. Maybe you need to read Women Who Run with the Wolves. Maybe you need to listen to something that is empowering, okay, for yourself. Things could be feeling like they're working against you, but your persistence is going to pay off, right? That's what's happening with these Lenormand cards, okay? But basically, it's like a woman transforming, okay? A woman being persistent and taking pride, okay, in all those things. Yes, it's definitely giving Sekhmet. So now we are going to be using our in bulk oracle because we just had in bulk. Okay. So that was on February 1st. And so let's see what we got. Oh my God, Melissa, I'm sending you so much healing and blessings on this transition. Okay, sometimes ish does hit the fan. Sometimes we feel the astrology before it happens. You could be getting a lot of clarity on why that all happened as well next week, or feeling like, yep, I did exactly what I need to do. Maybe it was random, but I needed to do it. Ooh, we have Winter Besson. Okay. And this is saying sweep away ill intent while creating boundaries weaved with protection. A witch respects passage of safety. So it feels like we need to cleanse, okay? Cleanse our home. We worked on protection last week as a collective with our Reiki. And yeah, okay, I got it. This is protection, safety, boundary, safe passage. Okay, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? This says, not everyone who knocks at your door is there with good intentions, nor are you required to entertain any persons or idea if something feels off. Witches hang brooms above their doors to protect their dwellings from negative energy. You too have such a defense against bad vibes in the form of your instincts, and sometimes the universe will send a test or challenge to see if you are honoring your soul's guidance and have truly learned your lessons from past circumstances. The Winter Besom card is here to encourage a pause before moving forward with any plans. Four of Swords, pause, right? Consider this a checkpoint that will allow you to evaluate whether the situation you have inquired about is truly deserving of a safe passage into your life. Think about whether or not this person or situation represents a pattern of self-destruction, or if there are red flags you can recognize from previous experiences. Receiving this card suggests it's better to be cautious if you're unsure and put boundaries in place where appropriate. The answer to your question isn't necessarily no, but it is a sign to proceed with caution. This is powerful. Saying not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves access to your life. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to the red flags. This is not saying say no, but it's saying be observant and honor your intuition. This is about protecting yourself and not staying in a situation too long. Some of you guys, this is also about cleansing and protecting your home, cleansing and protecting yourself, as well as you leave the house and come into the house because of all the energy that you pick up outside the house. Okay. Some of you guys do need to hang a broom above your door. Some of you guys too, you may need to do an energetic sweep of yourself. And if you don't have any way of doing that, maybe you want to grab a bundle of, dried herbs, whatever that you work with. Okay. Everyone is different. Incense, herbs, Florida water, anything that you have, and rub this over your body, even an egg limpia, with a prayer. Okay. And the prayer is coming from your heart to your ancestors, to your higher self, to the universe that's corresponding and that is conspiring for your best to reveal it to you. But the thing about this reading is it's saying it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to need to be slow, be methodical, protect yourself, surrender to divine time. Right now, things are stuck. But again, I feel like clarity is coming on Sunday, and absolutely by that full moon on Wednesday, we have to brace ourselves. It's not like we ever get a break. Like the bills are always due on the 1st. Okay. So it's like, as humans, we don't really, we're always going to be dealing with something. Even the most, supportive people, even the people with the most love and everything, everyone goes through shit. So it's like when we're asking for a break, it's like you might be the one needing to give yourself a break. Okay. Whether this is the break by having a slow meal, this is a break by spending time with yourself, this is a break by reading. It's like there's never going to be a time where everything is perfect, where there's nothing to worry about. That's never going to happen. Never. So you have to make those moments for yourself. So I want you to look at this week from an empowered position. and see how there's more options, what you can say yes to, and how you can, be true to yourself and be okay with certain things taking a longer time, um and also because that's part of protecting yourself. Okay, my love. So I hope that this reading was helpful for you. Please comment, share, subscribe. Join us for the Heal Your Heart Chakra Reiki on Wednesday. And we're going to be going live. If you can't watch the live, watch the replay. One more week to sign up for a love forecast and secure a spot for the Beloved Reiki School. It's going down in March. Okay, my loves. I appreciate you guys. Sending you so much love and blessings. Yes. And, if you don't know about any protection rituals or stuff like that, look it up and do what resonates with you. An egg limpia might be for someone else, sage might be for someone else, prayer, holy water might be for someone else. So just see what resonates with you. I do feel like with the full moon in Leo approaching, working with fire in a safe way can be beautiful, where we're, whatever's weighing on you, you're writing it down, you're burning it safely, and it something that can take the heat. But it's like, yeah, open your heart to more love and compassion for yourself, trusting in divine time, having patience. We are in a weird time. Okay, we are in a weird time. All right, my loves, I gotta go. I'm gonna go do my Pilates, and I have a Reiki client, and I have lots of readings to do. So yes, if you have any questions, comment below, email me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye, YouTube. Thank you.